very happy to have David Sherrell on the scene to co-moderate all the session, and many thanks me to prepare this session. David, could you introduce yourself, please?
Yes, I'm responsible of AR and VR for the company Scalion.
You can just put the planning of the session. Okay, next. Go. Yes. The schedule is really busy this morning, so we are going to begin now. Please, David, could you introduce the session?
Okay, Gregory. So you have. Do you know that you have chosen the most anxiogenic conference of Laval Virtual? Gregory asked me a couple of weeks ago that he told me to become a speaker for Laval Virtual. So I was honored of it because this is the most this is even the most important for my team and I. But when he told me it would be in English, I had the feeling it was a joke because Laval Virtual in English, that's the first.
You're French, no?
I'm a little bit French. Yeah. So anyway, I will. Okay. So we will talk about design, train, fight, and fix. How XR, we use the umbrella name XR for VR and AR, are now connected to the entire life cycle of the defense sector.
And could you present us the market at the crossroad of defense and immersive technology, please?
So the market trends this year. So we have moved from test to deployment. So the virtual becomes real. As says Laurent Chrétien, the CEO of Laval Virtual, a couple of years ago, we were talking about a niche. Now XR is introduced into the real industries. Before this meeting, we did analyze news on the subject, and the investments are high worldwide, and it's growing. In 2016, we were talking about the future of the army with XR. Now, research carried by different experts suggests that the US spend as much as $100 million between 2020 and 2025 on XR development. The Chinese VR market has also grown by more than 8% in the past years. And the UK spends also £1 billion. £1 billion according to the MOD figures. And for your information, the French MOD budget is 35.9 billion in overall. And we don't know the details on the XR share. So the US Army has created an STE, synthetic training environment. This is the picture at the introduction that you saw. It is designed to provide cognitive, collective, and multi-echelon training. Just show you. So it's multi-echelon training, and it's also mission rehearsal, so it's salle de répétition capability. XR are part of the US Army's big 6 modernization priorities. So training using XR technology will eventually replace regular training techniques, and this type of training is changing the way we learn. In XR, you can accomplish any task with no risk to your body. You are able to recreate almost any task or mission in the virtual world and provide multiple feedback and analytics for each and every motion the user does. Another advantage is that the user is able to stop, pause, and reset the training experience. And it can be trained anywhere in the world at any time.
And for example, since 2 years, what changed in the field? Do you see real evolutions?
We have noticed an increase in realism and interaction formats that allow users to experience training almost identically to how they would experience it in real life. So we'll see this morning 4 feedbacks from industrial, which work for the defense industry. For example, as you can see on the RPG map, how XR is supporting the optimal design of expensive stealth elf with stealth flight plane with a Sotra. And we will see how, with Mach 3 management, how we can do training more effective, because training is one of the largest cost drivers in defense. So synthetic training exercises could achieve training use, and so Ati will explain us the value they provide to the pilots. So Ati is a pilot of Rafale. On the field, how you can provide a situational awareness advantage. So c'est une perception immédiate de l'environnement. During a mission, my colleague Jérôme will detail the project. And Safran, Nicolas, will explain us how VR can help for industrial development and how we can make first time right. So those cases will be further articulated through 4 projects demonstrating how XR is going to become the ultimate tool for the new military generation. How many people don't work for the defense sector? How many? Okay, 1/3, I would say. So for you, well, it's useful for you to stay here.
Thanks.
We recommend you to attend to this unique briefing because in the industry, the same technologies are starting to be deployed for the same needs. Simulate in 3D before the production. Naval Group, Airbus are testing in Cave in Saint-Nazaire, for example, at the CIRV. Training with VR mainly in order to learn or to be assessed. Operate with AR on smartphone, on glasses, are just starting to be tested. And finally, maintenance. And finally, complex maintenance could be carried out with XR. So have a nice VR article.
Thanks, David. Firstly, we will begin by an industrial case with Safran. It's very interesting to see, as David said, the link between industry and defense, and it will be one of the key points of our panel at the end of this session. Is there something similar, something different? Nicolas?
Yeah.
Up to you.
So, hello everybody, I'm Nicolas Lepape. I work for Safran Nacelle based in Le Havre in Normandy. And I am project manager for VR and AR, so in the industrial direction. So my job is to find a lot of use case to use these 2 or 3 technologies and to have a nice return of investment regarding the use of technology. So the presentation is in French, so I hope you have your augmented reality glasses to translate automatically. No? Sorry for that.
Maybe in 2 years,
maybe,
3 years.
So don't worry, I will try to speak English. And so I will explain to you how we have used virtual reality to enhance our industrial development and how now it is in our DNA, and for every project we use now VR, and we have more and more use cases, but the first use cases was industrial development. Okay? So for beginning, a little video about the view of Safran regarding the factory of the future.
The world of aerospace manufacturing is changing profoundly. Technologies that were science fiction a generation ago are reality today. These breakthrough technologies, combined with the passion of our talented people, are the foundation of Safran's factory of the future. This revolutionary factory is designed to meet the growing demands of our clients for improved competitiveness, faster and more agile production, and better quality than ever before. So how does it work? Let's take a closer look. The factory of the future is more automated and autonomous. It maximizes the use of machinery and runs 24/7, with no need to increase operator engagement. This automation relies on machine connectivity and data continuity that boost production efficiency, with data being saved and analyzed for continuous improvement. Cutting-edge technologies also dramatically improve manufacturing and production processes. Additive manufacturing enables the fast, precise creation of complex geometric pieces by adding layer upon layer of material. And non-destructive controls benefit from new techniques like thermography, ultrasound, and digital radiography to guarantee compliance of parts and materials. Cobots work with operators to reduce painful tasks while helping increase quality and flexibility. And numerous robots also help enhance productivity. Disruptive technologies like virtual reality and augmented reality transform how people work. From performing ergonomic tests in simulated processes to learning and executing complex tasks. While breakthrough technologies make the factory of the future possible, humans remain at its heart and soul. In their new roles, our high-tech operators will be able to monitor production systems via tablets and smartphones, freeing them to focus on high-value tasks. At Safran, we proudly harness technology and machinery to satisfy quality, reliability, and speed.
Little music at the end. So, as you can see, virtual reality and augmented reality is really part of the factory of the future, and that's why Safran has decided to work on these two topics. So today the topics is VR. So just briefly, Safran is a big international group in 3 domains: aeronautics, space, and defense. We are the number 3 in the aeronautics industry. We are more than 58,000, but now with Zodiac we are 92,000 of employees. We have some numbers here, but the most important thing is that we are an R&D factory group. We spend a lot of money in R&D, so especially in our field but also in new technology. So we have bought Zodiac Aerospace, I will say last year, to become the second mondial leader in aeronautics equipment, and so now we are able to provide not an aircraft, but quite. So from the cockpit to the thrust reverser and so on, so we are able to provide a lot of equipment for the aerospace industry, and that's where Safran Nacelle is here. So Safran Nacelle is the nacelle manufacturer. So what is a nacelle? The nacelle is the part which is around the motor, but it's not just carénage or a cover. It helps the sound reduction of the motor. It helps to break the plane where you do the landing. So it has a lot of functionality in a reduced space and so on. So we are 3,800 person, and we work through. We have a design department, integration department, and also service or MRO department. And here is what is an nacelle for those who don't know. And we are based everywhere in the world and able to cover all the area. So here are the planes which are the nacelle installed on it. And now VR project for Safran nacelle. So the VR project, just a definition, but you know what is VR. VR is a projection at scale 1 of 3D parts, and the objective for us is to explore and manipulate objects, tools, and things before it exists. So if you have one word to take back, it's just to anticipate. We want to anticipate. And why we want to anticipate in our industry is to have the first time right. First time right, no error, everything is ready when we have said it is ready, so we save time and we save money by managing this first time right. So the origin of the project is we have a cycle development for the previous program, which was the A320neo, which was 60 months, and we have to do the same things for the A330neo, less, but the same thing minus 18 months. So we have to work on several things to anticipate, to do better and better and better, and we have decided to work on virtual reality. So our need was to anticipate, understand the ergonomics, and also in VR we can enhance the collaborative work. We want to integrate it in our process. It's not a nice tool in a corner, but a tool which will be used by everybody. And it's also a level of changing management.